Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Star Wars Unlimited players, and anyone who is potentially interested in Star Wars Unlimited. Welcome to TheoryCraft Thursday. Welcome to our channel. My call sign is BatMando, and this is a channel dedicated to the games in the Star Wars universe. And again, welcome to TheoryCraft Thursday. These are the thoughts behind the deck before you watch them get played in the best of 3 series that will take place on Friday, Sunday, and potentially Tuesday, depending on how the first 2 matches go. So, in which case, let's go ahead and dive on into our Star Wars Unlimited, and we're going to talk about a question that has probably come up in multiple different chat areas, Discords, and various others. So, in which case, what we're talking about is, can a starter deck stand up to a constructed deck? Now, if you're brand new to TCG, just like I am, as in trading card games, there's going to be some lingo every once in a while that you may be curious, what does that mean? And we will be doing a video of all that lingo very soon. But essentially what I'm going to tell you is the starter Vader deck is going to be facing off against a constructed deck that their leader is going to be Boba Fett, which I have put together using what limited cards that I have, because I haven't been able to buy as many booster packs as some of you may know, because they are hard to get. So now, in which case, if you have the Sparks of Rebellion starter set, then you obviously have this deck right here, and this is the Vader deck. So I'm not going to read every single one of these to you, because I assume that you are either A, familiar with it, or that you are going to pause so that you can read it yourself. But what I'm going to go ahead and tell you about this is that I think it's absolutely awesome that they have ways to wrap up and get resources real quick. So as in ramp up so that you can bring out your leader, which I believe he has to have 7 resources down so that you can go ahead and get him out, as in Vader, to his leader unit status on the field. So in which case, ladies and gentlemen, you will see that we have a lot of force powers here. We also have open fire, which is going to inflict 4 damage onto a unit. You have a lot of the admirals there. Admiral Mahdi is going to be very useful, because once you play down one of the units that has the black symbol right here, when he is defeated, I'm looking for him real quick. Apparently I'm not seeing. Oh, there he is. So now, apparently when he is defeated, you get to ready a unit that has the villainy symbol. So I'm also going to tell you that you have some super class laser technicians there. So I'm sorry, super laser technicians there. And once they are defeated, then they go into your hand as a readied resource. So that's pretty cool. Now, what I will go ahead and tell you is that, yes, you have the Emperor there to help you with some other things, but as you can see, that cost of aid is going to be something that you are going to have to ramp up to, as in build up to, and get that taken care of. Now, I'm going to say whoever came up with this deck really had a lot of good options available, especially for the aggressive nature that Vader has, such as the interceptors will go ahead and deal 3 damage to a space unit when played. So they don't even have to fire yet. They're still coming in exhausted, and in which case they're doing damage as they come down. You also have a lot of Sentinels that are going to be in play. And then you also have a couple of cards here that will allow you to peek at your opponent's hand, just so that you can see what to expect in the coming turns, because you know what's in their hand. Now, what I will also tell you is, this is kind of funny, the I Am Your Father card will also help you get a lot of either damage to your opponent, because you can either deal 7 damage, or your opponent has to cry out, "No!" And then if they go ahead and do that, then what do you know? We're going to go ahead and get 3 cards because they did that. So either way, you're walking away with something pretty good, and you can do that 3 times. So assuming that all the 3 cards come up in the deck, which, by the way, you always have a limit of 3 of a kind. So now, which case we got a lot of different things going on here. One of my favorite is General Veers, that is going to be adding +1 to attack and +1 to health for all the other units, not to himself, which is unfortunate, but that's just the way it works. So now, this is everything in the starter Vader deck that is probably worth going into a lot of, and in which case we're going to go ahead and jump on over into our Boba deck. So we have Boba Fett, and you can see that I put a lot of different things in there. Now, again, I'm certain there are better choices that I could have made with this, and I am limited by what I have. I'm going to tell you that, yes, there are some cards that are only in here once, because that's all I have a copy of currently. So now, would I like to go ahead and get more copies of those cards? Absolutely, especially the Boba's Fire Spray. So in which case, we need to definitely be buying some more booster packs so that I can take out some of these things that are just singles and then put them in as more of that content. Now, oops, I skimmed away from that for a second. All right, now, as you can see here, I would definitely go ahead and ramp up or get more copies of the surprise attack. I was actually thinking about getting rid of, where is it? Academy training, and then getting some more copies of tactical advantage here. Now, I will also tell you that there are a couple of cards that you're looking at possibly saying, those are Imperial. Why do you have them? Because Colonel Yularen is absolutely awesome because of the ability. If you're not familiar with his ability, anytime that you play a card with the command symbol on it, and the command symbol is that thing that looks like the Death Star right there. So anytime you're playing any of those units, you get to heal your base. So including when you play him. So you'll see that I have 3 escort skips that have that symbol there as well. You'll also see that I have the Homestead Militia, which will also turn into Sentinels if I have 6 or more resources down. And you will also see I put in a lot of the Consortium Star Viper cards there, because if you have initiative and you complete an attack with them, then they're doing a restore 2 to the base. So lots of different things that I'm throwing in there to try to get damage out, but also healing in the event that I'm, getting hit from all sides, as you may know. All right. Another thing that I may actually consider trading out is this weapon upgrade, which will basically is the hardpoint heavy blaster, and it does add extra punch to your shots. So, but it's a question of, can you actually get it out on a ship that's going to last? Because unfortunately, as we may see in this match, once the Imperial interceptors come down, you're going to see that a majority of the starships that I have here are already going to get wiped out, because the Outer Rim Headhunter is going to be knocked out with 3 damage. Same with the Mining Guild TIE Fighters. Same with my Star Vipers. And same with the Cartel Spacer. So now, what I will also tell you is that this Cartel Spacer, I wish I had more of them, because if you play this card and you already have another yellow symbol out there, then when it is played, you can exhaust a ship that I believe is 3 or less initiative. So that's pretty cool. If I'm wrong on that, feel free to go ahead and make a comment on this. So in which case, I believe I'm right, but I've been wrong before. Now, in which case, let's go ahead and talk about some of the other things. I got a Gamorrean guards here that will also turn into Sentinels as necessary. I got a couple of Saboteurs here. We got Greedo that once he's defeated, you can get some cards or inflict some damage, etc., etc. So check out all the cards, ladies and gentlemen, because the reading or the verbiage on this requires reading so that you know how to best use these talents to their maximum effect. So this is what we have. This is what we're fighting with. And I'm hoping that this will do pretty well against the Vader deck. But the issue is that can I get some forces on the mat on either side, whether it's space or on the land, that is going to slow Vader down with sentinels. Excuse my alarm there. So can I go ahead and get that taken care of so that we can minimize the massive damaging effect that Vader does, especially when he gets his lightsaber out on the field, and he just does a lot of damage quickly. So I think the question of whether Vader can stand up against a constructed deck is going to be very loudly answered in the series, because there's a lot of tools in his pocket here, or at his disposal, that he can just pull out at any point in time and just do a lot of damage very quickly. So I'm very interested to see how this is going to go between Vader and Boba Fett. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so in which case, here's the fight schedule. We have the Friday night fight, then the Sunday seconds, and as necessary, the Tuesday tiebreakers. All of them releasing at midnight on the day mentioned. So midnight at Friday, midnight at Sunday, and midnight at Tuesday. All right, so in which case, I'd like to say thank you to Slide Chef for the use of their media, and I would also like to say thanks to SlidesGo, Flat Icon, and Free Pick for their use of their media during this presentation. Thank you so much for watching. We very much appreciate you watching, and click like on the videos that you like. Please make certain to subscribe to our future transmissions. Follow us on Instagram, and definitely friend me on Facebook. We haven't said no to a single person yet. If there's any mistakes that I've made in this video, or if there is anything that you feel that I have left out, absolutely drop a comment below, because we absolutely would love for our viewers to see your thoughts and opinions on it as well. Now, in which case, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that's everything that I have to say on this one. So thank you once again, and as always, BatMando out.